Good evening and welcome back to Gadget Music. We've had quite the break since the last time we saw you, and as you may be able to tell, we have changed locations, and that's not the only thing we've changed. The team that you can partially see here has been hard at work preparing the best stream we can for you. So let's take a quick look at what else has changed since we moved over here. So we don't just have an amazing new studio for you, but for the first time ever in a Gadget Music stream, we actually have a live audience with us today. So we're excited. We hope they're excited as well, obviously. And yeah, you can give yourselves a round of applause. We can't wait. As you can tell, they can't wait. So we have an exciting act for you as well. I won't say much more because I don't want to keep you waiting. So welcome back to Gadget Music and enjoy. Welcome back to Gadget Music. My name is Megan Bowen, and I will be your host for the evening, and I am exceptionally excited to be welcoming you all here tonight. And I'll give you a bit of a sneak peek of the act before you get to hear some live music. As usual, we'll be getting to know the band and the singer a little bit better. And for today's entertainment, we have Levin with us. But here's a sneak peek before you get to see the live thing.
Waiting for my time to be inside. What the fuck am I waiting for? Getting rid of that box inside my mind, made by society. I know this is not what you deserve. All I want is the best, but all I say is the worst. We're no longer suppressed. What I feel in my chest. Stop emulating the past. I put these memories to rest. You know that I don't wanna lose you too. My eyes are blurry, I don't see what is true. What if I can never let you go?
So there you have it, a sneak peek of what's coming, but I don't want to leave you waiting even longer. So here's the first song of the night, Levin with Never Enough.
Gadget Music, what's up?
Yeah, it's true, I gotta do everything myself. Even without you and without anyone's help. Trying to make it through just like anyone else. Nothing more I could lose for everything that I felt. I don't know anyone obsessed the way I am. Trying to be the best I can. Why am I feeling like it's never enough? And so believe it doesn't matter the fuck.
So that was our first song for the evening. So thank you very much for the first song. I mean, and we will be seeing you guys later as well. So grab a microphone. Yep, you can have a seat. You might want to spread the other ones out because I don't think you'll be the only one talking, or at least I hope not.
Throat is already damaged. 5 songs to go, but yeah.
I was going to say, you've got a bit coming yet, so keep up.
Let the other people talk and then
I'll help you a bit.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. So we've got you in the house, Levin. We'll get to the name later. And the rest of you guys, do you want to introduce yourselves quickly?
Sure, I'm Jordan. I play guitar.
I'm David. I play the drums.
I'm Max. I play bass.
Very cool. So we have a bit of a mix today. You guys are the first live band that we've had here, so we're honoured to have you here with us today. We've had a duo before, but never an actual band, so thank you for honouring us by coming.
thanks for having us.
You're very welcome.
We're very, very happy to have you here. It's an honour for us, as you've mentioned. It's like, we should have a pedestal ready, really, and like a plaque.
Well, the drums are on the pedestal, so he gets it, I guess.
Yeah, you can all squeeze up there. It's a bit of a tight space, but you could give it a go.
We'll try.
So I do have a couple of questions for the constellation of a band. So I'll say something, and then you guys just point at who you think this is referring to.
Dave.
Always Dave. Okay, all right.
Dave.
Sure.
That's that done. All right, moving on. No, we'll try. Maybe it's not always Dave. So who's the most professional?
Connie.
Max.
Connie.
Not me.
Professional in terms of knowledge, it's definitely Max.
So,
At our first show, when I used to play guitar, I still play guitar, but as a guitarist, I didn't even know the tuning we were playing in, and everybody was just laughing at me, so I'd say Max.
so you brought the knowledge to the group.
More or less. More or less.
So next one's who's always late?
Me.
Connie.
I'm not always late.
So
You don't show up at all.
They live in a house together. So obviously I'm
late.
going to be the latest.
all three of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough then, actually. You have a disadvantage.
Exactly.
Who's the joker?
All of us? Me?
You.
Me, I guess.
Yeah.
Definitely Jordan.
Not me.
He's not funny, but he's a joker.
So he thinks he's the joker himself?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's always hungry?
Me?
Obviously. No, I'm kidding.
It's like Confessions of a Guitarist.
When it comes to cheese, both of them.
They're both.
Yeah, we love cheese. If you give us, we'll do anything for a plate of cheese.
Oh,
We've
damn
been
it, it's a bit late for that now.
We've been recording at his parents' place, and his mother made those insane cheese plates, and we were sneaking in the kitchen like 3 a.m. and stole everything we
cheese.
found in the fridge.
Oh my God, I'd be rolling out of the kitchen at this point then. I
You
love
can
cheese.
still see it, what happened.
Yeah.
Kidding.
You just want to catch up, you're just jealous.
Exactly.
Who has the best style?
Connie.
It's up to you.
Well,
Me.
to be fair, I'm looking at the fish shirt thinking, that's a statement right there.
A little bold, maybe. But
You can share the title of best stylist. And then the last one's a bit of an interesting one with you being a band. Who has the weirdest taste in music?
Max?
I'd say me.
What?
Why, Dave?
What's weird about your music?
I think I have the broadest taste. Like I
What's
listen-
your guilty? Who would you not tell people that you listen to? Like Miley
Natasha
Cyrus.
Bedingfield.
But I would tell people.
Nelly Furtado. But that's me.
Also
That's me.
And now you're confessing.
That's all
Oh
of
dear.
us.
All right, better move on before anyone starts telling us they love like Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber. We need to keep that to ourselves. So how do you guys work together? So you say that you guys live in a house. So do you write the songs? Because obviously, like the act's name's Levin, that we're talking about today at least. So do you write the songs with the band in mind? Or do you sort of just do what you do and then sort of see, okay, this would be good with a guitar, this would be good with a bass?
In terms of Levin, it's all just my music and just do everything in my room and don't really think of how I could eventually perform it live. So I never had a band in the back of my mind when I wrote the songs, but then since we are a metal band already and I know that everyone here is a genius on his instrument. I know that the Levin stuff is easy feasible for all of them here, since we play a bit stuff that is more complicated than this. And yeah, for the band, I'd say it's more integrative. Maybe the most ideas come from me, but then we all sit together and work on the songs, on the structures together. As we said with the cheese plates already, we all went to his parents' house to be there and to make a record for like 3 nights. And yeah, so it's a bit more integrative.
Cool. And so you've mentioned your other stuff. We'll get to that in a minute. But why Levin for this act? Why is that name? Because your name's actually Constantine. So how did Levin come to be?
Before Levin, I had Collab Julie and Pink Stan. I still have Collab Julie and Pink Stan. It's more like a fun project with our other roommate. And yeah, it's German hip hop, but really just on a fun base. And I used to make a lot of music with him. We still do a lot of music, but then there was a phase where I just had more output than he had. And then we decided, okay, we keep Collab Julie Pink Stan, and on top you can do I do my solo project, so I can do the more melancholic music as Levin, and then the more happy songs as Collab Julie Pink Stan. And yeah, the name Levin, my parents wanted to call me like this before I was born, and then once they saw me for the very first time, they thought that I didn't really look like a Levin at all. So
that's quite the statement for a newborn kid.
Yeah, but I still think it's a sick name. So
you can't call your child ugly by law.
That was so heartwarming. All right. I feel like the swift transition's needed. So you said you've recorded at his parents' house, but I've heard a couple of other things as well, so I do have to ask, where's the strangest place? Or you can name a couple, because I've heard and I think seen a couple of weird ones that you've actually recorded a song or recorded parts of a song.
The strangest place was with our old band in the middle of a field next to a highway, probably. It was actually one day before release day of our very first album, and then our producer came up with the album, and we listened through all of the songs, and 2 of them were just shit. And one of them was the title track, so we couldn't release it like that. So we instantly went to the field, a couple of kilometers next to our house, and recorded in the middle of the field. But then some others, it all started in the basement of my parents' house. Even without microphone, I was just yelling with Collab Julie. When it all started, we were just yelling into some shitty Apple headphone microphones, or even the laptop microphone, and tried to fix the rest with the GarageBand's buttons that we didn't even know what they stand for, but somehow it sounded quite okay.
A bit of a trial and error process. This one sounds better than this one, and because I've also seen a couple of things you did recently with your grandmother.
Yeah, young Dorothea.
Yes, did you actually record them also, like her old
in her
people's
retirement home? Yeah, because she can't move. She's already in a wheelchair. So I go there like every 2 or 3 weeks with my microphone, because she has a lot of fun recording, and young Dorothea is a rising star.
A rising star, in the German hip hop scene, I assume.
German, yeah, for sure. Autotune, rap, yeah.
So a bit of a question for the rest of you, though, because obviously you do your Pink Stan stuff a bit more together. So Levin, like you said, is a bit more of a solo project. But what are your guys' favorite Levin songs then? So like, what do you enjoy performing the most?
I'd say before we really try to perform them as a band, I'd say Wait For You Here, but now that we've played them a lot, I would say Catharsis.
Yeah, I would say like Inside a Box, I would say. But before we played as a band, the same Wait For You Here.
Because it's the only one with a decent bass line.
Yes.
Catharsis for me, just because the guitar is so melancholic and it makes me want to cry every time.
Thank
and
you.
I've said to him that I just want to steal it and use it for myself.
Well, now we've already publicly admitted it is now. It's too late.
I know.
But luckily enough for everyone just at home, you will be hearing all of those songs mentioned, so we'll actually get to see whether they're actually your cup of tea as well. So that's a good thing. You do have new Levin merch out.
Yes.
I'm going to do a little bit of advertising because I do think it's very cool. So if you want to stand
It's
up
right
and show
there.
us quickly.
Try to show it in the camera. It's my dad made the design. It's weird talking to the wall, but
You can tell back that. We can always
Okay,
rewind.
you saw
It's
it.
a stream.
I put the lyrics on from Never Enough from the song you just heard on the back of the T-shirt, and my dad made the design. I think since he was a teenager, he started doing those cartoon characters. So I asked him if he could draw me as a cartoon character with the old haircut, and then he came up with this. And yeah, once I saw it, I told him, Dad, I don't even smoke. But then he said it's never too late to start smoking.
Oh, what a role model.
I really like it because he's he has a very nice hand drawing style, and yeah.
Yeah, cool. So your family's really important to you then, so would you say that they're a big influence on you?
Sure.
If you could be anyone's support act as Levin, and obviously including the band, who would you pick? Like anyone, like
I'm
giving you
supporting
dead or
someone,
alive.
or is someone else supporting us?
Yeah, we'll start off with you supporting someone else.
Okay, interesting one. Maybe everybody can think about it because I might take some seconds to think about it.
Yeah, it's a free question.
Bon Jovi.
Nelly Furtado.
I'll be honest, I think Bon Jovi's more likely.
Probably yes.
But I've heard he's an arsehole.
Bon Jovi or
Yeah,
me?
apparently. I'm not sure, I've never met him.
Oh, we can invite him to Gadget Music and
That
see
would
what
be
he's
cool.
like.
Can I come?
Oh, I'm sure.
He can support for us.
Yeah, he can support you, yeah.
Cage the Elephant would be cool. Indie alternative rock. I think my music is not destined to be, or at least most of my songs are not destined to be a good live show with much energy, because most of them are very melancholic. But I'm working on it, as you probably heard from the first track. So yeah, might fit to Lil Peep if he was still alive. Would be sick, apparently. But yeah.
Yeah, very cool. So you do have a lot of songs with other artists. I think you brought out an entire album, if I remember correctly, that's just all collaborations.
Yeah.
Why did you do that? Like, what's the appeal of working with so many other different people, especially if I've seen it correctly, they're all quite small artists themselves, like still up and coming?
Yeah, I really like collaborating because it always widens your approach of making music. Some of them that I collaborate with sit right in the crowd there. For example, John Dash or Bounty or Blushy AM, all great. Or I forgot Ben with Weight of the World, X Factor, second place in 2018. All great bands and all friends from the Munich area. And I think it's really interesting to work with other people, even if they don't share the same approach of making music or don't necessarily have the same taste of music like I have. But it's somehow, you can always adapt or always take something from the way they do it, and it's like an exchange that makes things special and unique, I think. And yeah, the Collab Album was something I came up with during the first lockdown, because I was locked in my room with nothing to do, and I wanted to teach myself music production, so I was there locked in my room for 2 weeks and wrote 10 songs, 10 instrumental tracks. And yeah, when it comes to lyrics, I'm quite slow writing lyrics, so I had the idea of giving all my music friends one song. Even Jordan has a great track called Aura, and yeah, then they came time after time. They came to our house recording the vocals. And then in the second lockdown, I finished mixing the album.
Yeah, obviously I've heard it a couple of times now, and it's interesting to have the different styles all in one album. Definitely see what you were going for. It comes across, which is cool. So you've already mentioned Levin isn't your only persona, and you guys do a completely different style together. So how does that come that you then decide, okay, you'll do the Levin songs together as well? Like, so did you start off as a metal, or like what was the evolution of this? I want to say trio, but you're 4 people. I don't know quite what the word is
This
that accident. I have in front of me.
This car crash.
We all started off with metal back in, I think John was the first one with his band I Am Vengeance. Later tonight we hunt.
Yeah.
Ben is laughing.
People are cringing in the audience.
Yeah, we all started off doing metal, and then in 2018, yeah, 2 friends of mine had those a very cheap box of pink hair dye, so we just dyed our hair, and then one of them said, okay, now you look like a cloud rapper, so let's start. Without even listening to this kind of music. And then I saw, oh, GarageBand is already installed on my computer. It's a free program, so we tried, as mentioned already, to twist those buttons and record right straight into the laptop microphone. And then that's how Claw by Julie Pinkstein emerged. And then later, if you have heard from our metal band, Kann Tod Frieden bringen, there's always some very melancholic and clean guitars already in there. So the Levin thing, the melancholic guitars, wasn't something that emerged just yesterday. It was already in our music, but like now it feels better to separate it. So the one thing is really heavy-ass metal, and then I got the very melancholic and just for fun, Cowboy Julie Pinkstein hip-hop stuff.
Okay, so what can we expect from Levin, though, in the future? What can we keep an eye out for? What are we waiting on? That's always a good answer. A lot is always good. Some
collaborations, definitely with... I'm already recording with John, for example, right there in the crowd with Blushy AM. I finished recording an entire EP with Bounty and already made a music video for it. So that's probably going to be the next one we come up with in August, maybe September. And then I'm mixing, already finished recording my first full-length solo album with 12 tracks, and hopefully gonna release it by end of the year.
Very cool. So a last question for you guys, though, as the band. Do you enjoy working with Konstantin? Is it fun? Would you do it in future? Do you like doing the stuff, even though it's not, even though it's not what you signed on for, I guess, with like metal?
Yeah, it's definitely fun. Mostly for playing it, not the music. Just joking. I really do enjoy the music, and it's fun just playing something else, and just being back on stage is the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah, for me it's mostly the same. I just like playing music and yeah, playing live, playing on stages, and it's always fun.
Oh, am I allowed to say something? No, it's really fun. Connie's a really driven person. Like he'll work if he wants something, he'll go for it. And yeah, that's the case with his music. He's so driven, and but also like it's really fun to hang out with the guys and just make music. So yeah, big things coming.
Definitely a passion project.
Better answers than expected.
You don't have to be worried. See, it's all fine. So before we get to hear even more of your songs live, because obviously that's why we're all here. We want to hear more of your stuff, and we want to give you the chance to perform. Obviously with Corona, it's not really been possible, so we're really, really happy that you're able to be here. Would you give us the honor of signing our typical Gadget music record? We do have a small collection. Obviously, you'll be able to keep one yourselves as well.
Sure.
You can each pick a color, just sign it and
Thank you.
Take it on, and we'll be happy to keep it in our collection of fame, we call it. Obviously, since we've moved, we don't have them hanging up anymore, but they are here in the office. We promise we haven't thrown them away. And yeah, so we're really looking forward to it because we do have a couple of songs coming up. You've already heard a couple of them be mentioned. So we've got Inside a Box, we've got Built to Decay, Used to, Catharsis, and Wait for You Here, obviously. I think that's your most streamed one. If I remember correctly, that's like the first one I remember hearing. So yeah, there are some pretty cool songs coming. Just remember them. They're all fantastic, obviously. They're all a bit different. You saw some of them in the sneak peeks. We can't wait. Don't forget to follow and subscribe, obviously. I mean, you've got @Konstantin Molodowski on Instagram, or look for Levin. Also on Spotify. I mean, that's where I found all your stuff, so it's all available really easily to stream. So that's fantastic. Obviously, don't forget to follow us because we will have this live stream up for longer on Gadget Music and Gadget Productions on YouTube. You guys can go set up, get preparing for your songs. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
And we can't wait to actually hear the songs that you've mentioned.
Thank you. Let's get it.
So there you have it. We've got to know them a little bit better and found out some sneak peeks at what life is like when you're part of Levin's band. And I'll be honest, it sounds pretty entertaining and a lot of cheese is involved. So if they have free places, I'm sure if I learnt to play the guitar, maybe I'd be considered. But at the moment, we'll see. I think I'll stick to asking the questions for now. Don't forget, Gadget Music is also on Instagram now. So we'll be posting some updates on Levin and on all the artists that we have coming. So Don't be surprised if you want to keep up to date on everything. Follow us, gadget.music on Instagram, and obviously Gadget Productions on YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe, because obviously we have more acts coming, and hopefully they'll all be as lovely as these guys.
Throw this back. Every second, every hour, every day, in the end of the time that we spend, we gotta
Every
start
second,
again.
every hour, every day.
Can happen. You ready? It's the first song I ever wrote as Levin. It's called Built to Decay, and probably the heaviest one, so here we go.
Every second, every hour, every day. In the end of the time that we spend was a built to decay. It's too late. The mess that you've made is irreversible. You want a new beginning, all you do is terminal. Nothing purposeful and no accomplishments. Just tons of lies and broken promises. There's something wrong with this. You're not as strong as you pretend, and they'll never repent that it came to an end. That it came to an end. You expect me to be nothing left, memories fading away, still destroying everything to be free. You are built to decay. I am not what you expect me to be. Nothing left, memories fading away. I am not what you expect me to be. Egoist without a remedy. The only friends that you could family into your enemies. I can see through the smile on your face. I've seen a ruined house of cuts and decay. 3 years ago I remember you say that wherever you go to the sky will be grey. But it took black long ago in the past. I won't come back, you keep straying from the path. Thank you. Built to Decay of my first EP called Trapped. Yeah. Next one's Inside a Box. There's so much more. You ain't gonna see that. I no longer waste my time no more. I'ma set me free. I am gonna tear these boundaries down and follow what's my destiny.
Jordan Hutchison Bird on the guitar. No one but myself can decide what is wrong, what is right. You can't hold me back, waiting for my time to be inside. But what the fuck am I waiting for? Getting rid of the box inside my mind. Made by society. Until the end they'll play pretend to hide anxiety. I don't wanna fit in here no more. I feel like I am forced to. Out of your sight there's so much more. You ain't gonna see that. I no longer waste my time no more. I'ma set me free. I am gonna tear these boundaries down. Follow what's my destiny. Thanks a lot. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Next one is one of my more recent ones. Isn't true, I released an album and another EP after it. But yeah, it's from this year. It was the first song this year. It's called Used To. And since we are actually a metal band, my songs really do have weird tunings, so it might happen that the boys have to switch the guitar 1 or 2 or maybe 3 times. Used To. I used to blindly crawl on the surface. You see that I did it all on a purpose. I used to lie to me that I don't deserve this, but if I could, no, I would not reverse it. I used to call you my home, now you're out of my sight. Hope you're good on your own, am I out of your mind? Leave me alone, I won't waste all my time. Climbing back on the throne, I will wait on my life. I'm no longer running in circles. Search for a purpose, no pain is eternal. No longer running in circles. Search for a purpose, no pain is eternal. Could have known but prefer to ignore. You won't leave me alone like you used to before. Feelings unknown but you used to feel more. Now you tell me you love me by closing the door. I'm learning to stop thinking about you. Someone's around you, I'm caring no more. I'm not burning it up, now I move on without you. I'm glad that I found you, don't miss you no more. I'm no longer running in circles. Search for a purpose, no pain is eternal. I'm no longer running in circles. To search for a purpose, no pain is eternal. I'm no longer running Make some noise for Dave on the drums and Max on the bass. Whew. Better than expected. I mean, you guys are perfect, but this one was heavy in the rehearsals, so I hope I didn't fuck it up too much. Next one was already highlighted in the interview. Next one is not yet out on Spotify, but you can listen to it on my IGTV. Sometimes I have very weird promoting techniques of releasing my music. But I promise I'm gonna release it soon on Spotify, along with my hopefully first full-length album by end of the year. It's called Catharsis. If you have a lighter, raise them.
I know this is not what you deserve. The mess that I'm in feels like I'm cursed. The worst of the sad, I know it hurts. And hiding the truth just made things worse. Believe me now, I'll make this go on. Promise I'll work on all the shit that feels wrong. I know deep down you are where I belong. And if you're in doubt, let me sing you this song. I know this is not what you deserve. All I want is the best, but all I say is the worst. We're no longer suppressed. What I feel in my chest, stop emulating the past and put these memories to rest. Let's blossom out with no one else in between. Can you hear my fish shout? I can feel my fish scream. Looking into their eyes, no more afraid what I see. 'Cause I don't need to get back what's been ripped out of me.
I'm facing my fears, it's haunting me. But the person who haunts me is not you, it's myself. The rift is not between us, it's inside of me. This is my catharsis.
I know this is not what you deserve. The mess that I'm in feels like I'm cursed. The worst that I said, I know it hurt. And hiding the truth just made things worse. Believe me now, I will make this go on. I promise I'll work on all the shit that feels wrong. I know deep down you are where I belong. And if you're in doubt, let me sing you this song. No, this is not what you deserve. All I want is the best, but all I say is the word. We're no longer suppressed. What I feel in my chest, I'm emulating the past and put these memories to rest. Let's blossom now with no one else in between. Can you hear my fish shout? I can feel my fish scream. Looking into their eyes, no more afraid what I see. 'Cause I don't need to get back what's been ripped out of me. What's been ripped out of me? I know this is not what you deserve.
lost my in-ear monitoring. I wonder why I didn't hear anything. But there we go. Are you feeling Gadget? You having fun? Yeah? This is our last song. It's called Wait For You Here.
Time, I'ma wait for you here. You have a feeling inside, but I won't hate you, my dear. You make me feel so alive, I can't escape from my fear. I only wish you stay mine, I wanna erase all these years. Couldn't hate you if I wanted to. Could not replace you cause I wanted you. I couldn't break you if I wanted to. Could not embrace you, don't want me to. You can take all your time, I'ma wait for you here. You have a feeling inside, but I won't hate you, my dear. You make me feel so alive, I can't escape from the fear. I only wish you stay mine, I wanna erase all these years.
One last time, sing the words with me if you know it.
All your time, I'ma wait for you here. You have a feeling inside, but I won't hate you, my dear. You make me feel so alive, I can't escape from the fear. I only wish you stay mine, I wanna erase all these years. Escaping music like I always do. You know that I don't wanna lose you too. My eyes are blurry, I don't see what is true. What if I can't ever let you go? I'll wait for you.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in at home. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did. Thanks to the boys for helping me out on the instruments. Did a great job. And thanks for having us, Gadget Production. Peace and love. Thank you.
So there you have it. That's all from us today here at Gadget Music. Thank you so much to the guys, Levin and your band, for chatting with me, for performing so fantastically. We are so glad you came, and we hope you enjoyed yourselves, obviously. You can rewatch the stream however often you want. Just go on Gadget Productions YouTube. You can rewatch it to your heart's content and see all the live performances you want. Like I said, just a reminder to like and follow and subscribe, because then you'll get more and more updates, especially on the Gadget Music Instagram. We'll be telling you more, a little bit of behind the scenes of these guys, and obviously we'll keep you up to date on what's coming, because in 2 weeks there is the next Gadget Music stream. Stay up to date. We can't wait to see you there. And other than that, enjoy your evening. Good night from us here at Gadget Music.